Hello friends, this is someone once again from Sunny Tech and welcome to the 13th video of our React Native Beginner series. I'm so excited to be recording once again. I had a lot to sort out, that is why I stopped recording. But in this very video, I'll be explaining to you what layouts in React Native is. I'll be explaining to you what Flexbox is and some of the Flex properties. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe. Please like this video, please share and comment as well. Alright, so see the Alright, so this project was created with the latest Expo SDK, which is SDK 51. So Expo recommends that you use their latest SDK because there are lots of things you get out of the box. Right, so when I click on this Explore tab, out of the box I get file-based routing just like in Next.js. There's also a new and performance image library. There's custom fonts added. You can actually still get some fonts from Google Fonts and pop it into your code and make some tweaks to make it work for you. So out of the box, you also get animations, you also get lights and dark mode support. So you can actually make changes to that too. Okay, so let's now talk about Expo SDK and the new welcome screen. So let's jump right in, let's clean this up. So there's actually a command you can actually run to get this back to the old way from SDK 50. But then I'll do that some other time. Okay, so let's go to our tabs folder and let's see index. So if I'm right, I think the welcome screen should be here. Okay, so let me clear all the code here. And so these are just some custom code. So we're creating a team view. So let me return a regular view from Expo. And let's return a text component. Alright. So I think we'd have to import the view from Expo, from React Native, and let's import the text too as well. And let's just print out see Flexbox. Boom. Okay, so now let's save. Okay, so the refresh is taking some time. Okay, so we get Flexbox at the top here. Alright, so great. Alright, so let me clean this code up a bit. So I'm going to get rid of all the styling we have here, and so we'll be talking about what layouts are first. So layouts is just a way of arranging UI components in React Native. You can do so with Flexbox. So Flexbox actually falls under layouts, and there's also the positioning. So we have position absolute and position relative from web, and you can use this just a view to describe your layout and more like Dave in web. And there's also flat list and the session list, scroll view to actually define a layout. So layout has to do with arrangement of UI components in your app. Alright, great. So I have this view here. I'm going to create 3 more views. So view, and let me give it a style of view. So let's call it styles.box1. And let's repeat same. Let's do 3 and let's set this to box 2 and box 3. Alright, so since I'm Ghanaian, I'm going to let's give this view. Okay, so GitHub Copilot has given me some code. Let me make this slightly bigger and close this up, and let's save. So and let's see what we have. Alright, great. So let me give this some styling so that we have some space at the top so that our notch doesn't get in. Since I'm using an Android emulator, I can't really get I can't use the save area view because it works on iOS. Right. So styles.container, and let's pop this in here. So container. Alright, so I'll be talking about Flexbox. It's not really GitHub Copilot has given me because I was preparing for this. So it basically uses my old code base and some suggested code. So let's save this. Alright, so I promise to use red, yellow, green. So this should be green. So my country colors, it should be yellow. Okay, so good. Okay, so with what Flex 1 actually does is, so with Flex 1, it's just like display flex, but don't get it right or twisted. So Flex 1 actually allows you to span content on your UI across the entire screen, right? Okay, so when I go here and I set this to, so since you're using TypeScript and I get rid of this and press Control spacebar, I get this autocomplete. So now let's set this to row and try. So we're using what VS Code has to offer and what TypeScript has to offer, right? So I'm not going to do anything extra here. So you are actually learning. So when I set this to colon, actually puts it this way in a vertical way. And let's try the other one. So control space bar, let's try colon reverse. So I'm sure you know what it means already. So it's going to bring it to the bottom of the main axis, right? And when I try for row reverse too, so it's the same thing as row, just like it takes it to the other side. All right, so basically so let's just try one more thing here. Let me get rid of everything here, and then let's play around with the flex properties. Okay, so great. Let me save, and so let's set this to flex 1, and let's set this to flex 2. Okay, so let's just set this to flex 1 and let's see what happens. Then I set to flex 1, flex 2, flex 3. All right, so let's see. Okay, so nothing happens because it has spanned across and it is out of our screen window because we didn't define the dimension. So let me just change this to flex 3, flex 2, and let's see. Okay, so this is happening because I didn't specify the main containers flex. We actually define the layout from the main view, right? So let me just comment this out and save this, and boom, you see. So when I define flex 1, it actually helps it to span every content inside of the main container across the screen. So flex 1, flex 2 is just an addition of the sizes or the partitioning of the rectangles, right? So let's assume I set this back to flex 1. It's going to be equal if I'm right. So makes sense, right? So let's just set this to flex 4 and let's see what the calculation is so far. And let me just set this to regular flex 2. All right, so great. All right, so let me get my code here back and get rid of this flex properties on the boxes. And okay, let me show you something interesting. All right, okay, so so we have flex 1, justify content. Let's set this to center. Ouch, what's wrong with my typing skill? And let's just set align items to also center. Okay, so great. So let's see what we have. So when I set flex 1 and justify content center, align item center, so as I said, it spans it across the content of the screen and it brings it to the center, so the main axis and the vertical axis. Okay, so now let's just play around with the intelligence of this. So justify content center, let's just try flex end and let's see. So it brings it or pushes it to the end of the screen, right? Let's try the next one. So flex start, I'm sure you know what it means. So it takes it to the top. So you actually appreciate this when you are working with UI components on the screen, when you're trying to align some UI components or trying to put things around on your screen. Say you're creating a login button or a form and you want to do that for God's perfect thing or justify content between. Okay, so now let's try this, and so let's see. So you see it spaces it evenly, and let's try this one. So space, we tried between, so let's try space around. So it's just similar concept in web, right? And space evenly. So it works like space around, just that this time the space around it is evenly distributed, just like the space between. All right, so great. Let me take this back to center and let's play around with this one too as well. So when I press Control space bar, but on the Mac it should be Command and space bar if I'm right. All right, so baseline takes it to the end. I'm not sure I've used this before. Flex end, so it takes it to the end, and flex starts. Okay, so flex start here works like baseline. That is why I said I've not used baseline before, because flex start always works. And stretch. So basically with this flex properties, you can actually get the most out of it when you actually build projects. So you play around with projects and you try and modify it to make it work. So I'm already using AI, so ChatGPT. All right, so great. Okay, so now let's just create a simple user screen. All right, so before I forget, let me show you flex wrap. Okay, so let me just get rid of okay, now let's just go beneath this and create another view, and let me put in some text. I don't know if lorem works here too. Okay, lorem works here. I thought it works fully for web. All right, so let me save this. Oh, okay, so I get it. Okay, so let me just put this inside of a text, and let's pass in lorem c lorem 30. Okay, so great. Okay, so what flex wrap allows you to do is that it allows you to wrap or move content of a text to the next line. So let's just give this some styling. Let's call it so styles dot wrap. The video is getting too long. Wrap container, and let's give this a style because what's happening? Styles dot wrap text. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so wrap container and wrap text. So great. I'm accepting from AI. So don't use AI. Okay, let me comment this out. Bit of this whole container is C300, and I apply flex wrap. So basically wraps the text so that it moves to the next line. So let me just show you something real quick. So with flex wrap, when I press Ctrl, so there's no wrap, and when I even start typing flex, so you see there's flex go, there's flex basis, there's flex string and all. All right, so now let's create a simple UI. So because of time, I'm just going to be copy pasting the code. So now let's just create a view with a styling of card, and let's add this view with an image, with an image I got from my GitHub. So I copy pasted this URL, which is here. Okay, and then let's add a text native. So I have a text called Samagbanyo and under software engineer. I don't know if I can see without the code breaking. All right, so now let's add some styling to this. I'm going to add a styling for the card with margin top set to 55 so that it doesn't enter the notch. With background, so I call the Visa card, and let's add a styling for the Visa card because it takes the form of a Visa card. And let's save and see what we have, and let's add some styling for the text here too as well. All right, so this is basically what we have. So with layout, it allows us to actually define how we want to put things in our UI. So I didn't really get to use much of flex here. Probably if I want to, I'll just add flex one to set it to the center. But you see, for the layout, I still use the view, and so this is the main view. Inside the main view, to have another view here, but an image and a text. I can actually wrap this two text inside of a view. All right, so guys, essentially this is all for Flexbox and layout in React Native. I'm sure you like this one. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and see in the next one. So in the next video, I'll be talking about fetching data from an API using Axios, and I'll do one for fetch too as well. So for video 14 it's going to be for Axios, and for 15 it's going to be using the fetch API. Bye.